talking about the last 2 years, obviously it has been a massive challenge to the education sector. Personally for you, what has been the toughest obstacle? Has it been in terms of decision making, in terms of when to open schools up, how to do that? Has it been in terms of access to students, or has it been something else?
I think it'll sound very cliched, but well, we talk about the VUCA world all the time. So uncertainty, volatile and uncertainty. So parents would ask us, ma'am, what would happen? Teachers would ask us, ma'am, when should we start coming to school? And everything was so uncertain because, especially for the examination, for classes 10 and 12, parents and children were continuously asking us, and we were asking the council. And there was uncertainty everywhere. So they said, okay, we'll wait, give us another few days, and then we'll let you know. And children were, hoping and praying that they wouldn't have to come for offline examinations. Because, it's not about cheating, it's not about not being able to write the examination. It's just that you need to muster up that courage to be able to come back to the old normal. Come out of your comfort zone and come back to school and meet with so many people, and there are people who are invigilating in the examination hall. The very fact that you are in that room where only examination is happening and there are unfamiliar people who are invigilating you. So that itself is very scary, even when there are normal times. And then when you come to school and the first thing you do is start writing examinations. So I feel very sad for those children who've had this experience in the last 2 years. Everybody says, oh, they've got 90% and what have they done? Nothing much. But they've seen so much of grief. They've seen so much of, loneliness. And they've seen their parents go out to work and they had absolutely nobody to talk to.
But every crisis also brings with it its own opportunities. How have you seen the pandemic create unlikely advantages, unlikely openings, unlikely opportunities when it comes to education, when it comes to students in your school?
So this is something which I am very happy about. Of course, there are pitfalls everywhere, and there are pros and cons to everything. So cons, of course, everybody knows about. But the pros are that quite a few children who didn't find much time to pursue their passion, because these children were doing something or the other and they were going to school, Fiji classes, this class, that class, 8 hours in the school, bus, this, that and the other. So there are quite a few children who've been able to make projects, and you'll be surprised that there are 3 children of our school, 4 children in fact, who've made one shoe for the blind, which it's a beep shoe, which beeps the moment there's an obstacle so that a blind person can cross the road without any help. Then one person had made a buzz ball, which is for blind cricketers. So you bowl and the sound of the ball would let them know where the ball is, and then they hit. One child has made a chulha, a suvidha chulha or something, which can be timed, and then say if you know that the boiling of milk would take 7 minutes, so you time it, and then there's a timer that's set in your phone also, so it switches off on its own and it informs you on the phone that this is how it's done. Then the 4th thing that they've come out with is a sahayak. Now this child, when he was traveling with his grandfather once, he saw that in the washroom, his grandfather couldn't sit on the commode. So he's made a very beautiful, an adaptable kind of a rod, which can be carried and can be stuck to the washroom door, and then the person, old man or the handicapped person, can sit with the help. And of course, we as educators, we've understood, because we finished making our planner recently, and we've decided that, and we realized that examinations take a lot of our time, the academic time. Say for example, you have your first term examination, second term, third term, and each time it takes 1 month, and then correction of papers and report cards, and then during that time you don't have much of studies, so your 3 months are lost. So we've decided now every Saturday we're going to have an autocorrect kind of a test for each child, only on Saturdays, which will take about, say, max half an hour. It'll be 25 marks examination. So children give only half an hour on a Saturday, early morning. Teachers don't have to correct the papers. It's a Google form autocorrect examination. And we've all learned it.
That's
to make
fantastic.
these papers. So we're doing that now. So yesterday, so everybody, we all clapped for ourselves and said, good, we're making a hybrid model. And now we'll be able to save a lot of time for the academics.